podcast.
There is no live link.
It's live now.
Where?
I don't know.
It's
Let me
I want to make sure.
Oops, Daisy.
I can't see it. Oh well.
Wait. I'll get the link. I'll get the link.
You
See
get
what
the
I can-
link.
Find the link. I'll get the link.
Ba 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 ba.
No, we'll get copyrighted. How dare you?
No, I
I'm
won't
not
because
making any money off this anyway.
Yeah,
I honestly wouldn't worry.
don't know what you were hoping for.
Yeah. Oh, hey, we're live.
Are we really live?
Really live.
Really,
It's
really,
through
really,
the
really,
Bard's
really
House gaming
live?
channel.
Yep.
Where?
I'm refreshing. We better be there. Oh, hey, it's working. I see the live thing.
Yay.
I
Oh, no.
don't.
I do. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Frozen CrusaderCast. Yeah.
Alright.
Woo! Started streaming 42 seconds ago. Well, this has probably been a boring 42 seconds.
Well,
Yeah, no
It's a
shit.
learning. It's learning. It's a learning experience.
It's a
Yeah,
learning
exactly.
experience. Now I
Hell
gotta.
yeah.
Sweet, I'll say something.
I'm learning.
I really
Hi,
fucking
learning.
don't see it.
Hi, learning.
Yes.
I'm Dad.
Here, I'll copy the video URL to the chat.
I'd appreciate
There
it.
it is.
So
There
I
it
can
is.
monitor it.
Cool.
I'm doing that too.
Okay, great. What are we gonna talk about?
So, yeah, I don't know.
Let's talk about Atlas Prime.
All right, Atlas Prime. I wasn't a huge fan of Atlas when I played him, so I mean, I don't know if the Prime's gonna be any better, but I wasn't a huge fan personally.
Atlas is a punchy boy.
Can we talk about how he
Yeah.
looks absolutely awesome? Like,
Yeah,
Atlas Prime looks awesome.
they
Yeah.
really outdid themselves with the fashion frame for Atlas.
Like, I genuinely didn't recognize him at first, but when Oki told me it was Atlas, it was good day.
Yeah.
Big smile.
He's a lot.
Atlas is a punchy boy.
Can we talk about how
Yeah,
he absolutely
that's it there
awesome?
with the Death Cube and what we think is Techo, but we're not sure yet.
Looks
Yeah,
very
it's
cool.
Techo.
Sweet.
I mean, that was his signature weapon, so.
Yeah, makes
You know
sense.
how hard this is to do.
No, he looks awesome. Like,
A lot better than his deluxe. I'm not a huge fan of his deluxe.
Yeah, it's a mediocre skin.
His deluxe is a fucking bag of rocks.
I know.
I do kind of like some of the effects they did with it, but like,
Well,
I can,
I don't know, dude.
there's better out there, for sure.
I mean, yeah, of course there are. Why would I want to pay money for something that doesn't look cool?
Why did I pay money for
I'm
that?
sure there's probably like a decent Tenogen. Like, I bought 2 Tenogen skins for Meg because there's no better skins for her. The 2
Dude.
Tenogens are about it.
What about the deluxe skin? Mag's deluxe skin is good.
Max Deluxe skin is pretty good. The
I prefer the Tenogen.
what was it called?
But yeah, the concept art for Atlas Deluxe, it looked a lot better than what we eventually got. It's like
Oh yeah.
some of the things that look like they're just out of proportion just because of the drawing. Just they were taken literally, and it just didn't turn out good.
Yeah.
So
No, they really did a good job with Atlas Prime.
yeah,
Our
I mean,
punchy boy.
they finally
looks
gave him a neck.
Awesome.
Oh,
He's
God.
got a neck.
Yeah, he does have a neck. They gave him a neck.
And he doesn't look like he's made of bacon anymore.
Well, kind of has a neck, but he looks like he's got a neck.
I hope they don't change his noggle though, because his noggle is like he has no neck at his noggle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, why would they change the knuckle based on the regular one? I mean,
Fair enough.
True, unless they fix his regular one so that he has a nick.
well, there's a couple of Tennogen skins you can get that have a neck. I mean, well, okay, never mind. They don't really have necks. There was a Tennogen skin though that they were talking about that was never accepted by DE. That was, it got rid of the head entirely. It just replaced it with a stump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
You know what? That is better than having no neck. Just have a stump.
I think it was supposed to have been like a Halloween costume for him, just decapitated.
Interesting.
We should have kept it. It'd have been pretty cool.
Yeah. It solves that problem. Don't worry about the neck. Where's the head? You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Instead of where's the neck, it's where's the head. Where's the
beef?
entire head?
Dude, where's my head?
He's like running around killing guys, and the guy's like, I don't even know who's killing me.
Let's
Yes.
see, what else?
Oh god, the learning curves. The learning curves.
The learning curves.
I'm
Let's
not
see.
gonna ask about that.
Probably for the best.
Death Cube also comes with Atlas Prime, and Death Cube is the first Sentinel that has been primed in 2 years. Helios was the last one.
Yep, and before that was Worm.
Yep.
It's
The
so
only 3
nice.
prime Sentinels we have.
Death Cube's gonna be awesome.
Fun fact: I've not used Death Cube yet. I should probably get on that.
Fun fact: Death Cube is the only one that I have, honest to God, bought.
Like with plat or from the market?
From with plat.
You buy all of them except
With
tax
plat
from the
or
market.
from the
I
market?
guess it's
I mean,
genuine.
With plat. Or
You gotta
for
be
those
honest.
that don't know much about it, platinum.
I didn't spend plat on any of them.
I didn't.
Liked it.
You know, actually, Death Cube is the only Sentinel that has a deluxe skin. Or no,
Yeah.
I take that back. Sentinel and Carrier both have deluxe skins. Death Cube can there's a skin for Death Cube that turns him into one of those Grenier
With plat.
fucking.
Oh yeah. Those things that like the Groostrug 3 have.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called, but
I don't remember. They use the model a few things.
We thank everyone that's liked the stream so far.
Yeah.
All one of them.
Have you liked the stream yet? You should.
I've
if you
liked the
haven't.
stream. There's 3 watching, and it's probably the 3 of us.
I'm not technically watching now.
I'm not.
I'm just.
Oh wait, are you saying that it's 3 natural viewers? What?
You did. So, what do y'all think about Goss?
Gauss?
Gauss?
We're gonna start that argument.
We're gonna have that discussion.
Okay.
And welcome to the Pedantic Podcast.
So
Or
that discussion. Time
or
to
the-
end it.
the
It's pronounced
PP.
Gauss. As much as I hate it, I like
It's
the sound
pronounced
of Gauss.
pedantic. Okay.
I like the sound of Gauss more, but Gauss is the technical term or technical pronunciation.
Well, I mean, it is named after a person, just like Valbin was. So,
Yep.
I mean, you kind of want to pronounce it the way the dude pronounced his name, and the dude was German, so it's Gauss. Like
yeah, I mean,
House.
yeah, Mandela effect.
No, not Berenstain. Gauss.
Thank you for clarifying. I never would have understood myself.
Exactly. That's what I'm here for.
Thank you.
No, the switch was left on. But yeah, Gauss is very speedy.
Can
Does a
confirm.
lot of damage, but unfortunately, he doesn't have much to offer for like squad mates.
He
He's
is
there
a
for himself.
selfish frame,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
So, I mean, if
Like
you think
that.
about it, the last Warframe that they released was Wisp, and she was very much a support frame. So maybe they had intended for Ghost to be a standalone frame.
Very speedy. But I thought him and the other dude were buddies.
Grendel?
Yeah, Grendel.
Yeah.
True. I guess we won't know until Grendel comes out if he does have any support abilities. But then again, his support abilities, you'd only go with Grendel.
I totally.
They did show his ability list not too long ago, one of their more recent dev streams.
It would have been the last one. They haven't had one in weeks.
Oh, there you go. But I don't recall seeing any abilities that sounded like
Well,
there was anything designated for support.
he eats people.
Yep.
He spits people.
Also does that.
He
And he
rolls up
rolls
in a
around.
ball. Yeah.
He Katamari Kirby. But yeah, I guess most of his abilities are just damage based. So I guess they'd just be like him or like else.
Who came out before Wisp? Was that Hildren?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And every other frame before Wisp, which was all of them.
Baruch. Baruch was before Hildren.
Cheese.
Yes.
Oh my lord, the almighty cheese.
The almighty cheese frame.
Cheese.
Bow
But I
before
mean,
him.
Hildren had support abilities, and Wisp was also a support frame. So maybe they intended for the next two to be like, you know, play by yourself frame, or like, you know, very greedy frames.
So,
Greedy milk.
while yes, Hildren is very much a squad frame, her abilities can definitely benefit you alone in a solo game.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, she's very self-sufficient.
And Wisp has a lot of offensive ability, but is better for defense missions or
Holding positions.
yes.
She's very good for things like excavation.
Interception.
Yeah,
Survival.
that too. Like, she was my go-to for mission types like that.
She's great for pretty much any arbitration. Like every time I go into arbitration, somebody's always got a Wisp on them.
Yeah.
Wisp just makes like arbitration so much better.
No, Wisp is
Great.
absolutely great.
Interception. Yeah, I haven't played Ghost yet. I've already leveled up all of his weapons. He's sitting on my foundry. She's great for any. I need to get him out. Like every time I go into
That you do.
somebody's always got a Wisp on them. I don't have any plat though to buy Warframe sucks. So then again, I could probably sell some people and whatnot.
Sounds like a plan.
You've got right
Uh-oh.
the range. You probably
Sounds like we're about getting ready to lose somebody real quick.
what? What I do? What I do?
Oh, there you go. Now you're back. Now you're back.
We got a little robot-y for a
Cool.
second.
Oh.
I'm a robot.
I promise the other two people that are not moving all that much are alive and they are not robots. One of them is just merely playing.
I'm a robot.
So, Eric, what game are you playing?
I am currently playing Terraria.
Oh, yeah, it says it right there on Discord. What are you doing?
It does do that. Discord does in fact have that function. It's great.
I promise.
I mean, we're not going to talk about what I was playing earlier.
Yeah, please don't.
This is a family-friendly channel.
What is it?
Mostly.
Have you met us?
I am
This is
very
a
family-friendly.
Christian Minecraft server.
Wow. Fuck.
Damn it!
We're trying to get monetized.
Haven't you heard monetization doesn't exist?
Not
True.
for me. But no, I think as long as you don't curse within the first 30 seconds of the stream, you're pretty much okay.
Eh.
That's
I don't
bots
think we do.
check.
Very family friendly.
Good. Oh, fuck. Anyway, but yeah. Gauss, he's okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed him.
His weapons are pretty good too. I mean, they're all rocket launchers.
Yeah, I've been having some fun with his pistols.
I don't mind some of them. Like, I haven't used his pistols yet. It's like Carius, was it?
Yeah.
Haven't used that yet. I have used the Exceltra. I did actually enjoy Exceltra a good bit. The fire rate was great and the damage was pretty good. You know, so
Yeah.
complaints about that. Acarius was, I can't remember if that one did like self damage.
No, actually, the rockets don't. They don't go off if you're within a certain distance of them.
Oh, here you go. That's cool.
So yeah, it's a lot less self-damaging than other rockets.
Okay.
Some other ones that we have.
Eh?
Yeah, you
There's
used
some
it.
other self-damaging weapons.
Yeah, like
Name one.
lens.
I just want to hear you name one because
Lens.
why not?
Lens.
I
I've
don't
killed
know
myself
what
several
lens.
times with lens.
Yeah, lens. Yep, that'll do it.
Larkspur in charge mode. I've killed
Yep.
myself with that. That's easy. You just point at the ground and you're dead.
Castanas does it, and
yeah.
Talons does it. I absolutely hate doing those. I'm ranking up Talons right now, and I hate them.
Yeah,
Just
I've
because
got
the
both of them sitting in
damage
my
is so
arsenal.
low, and they'll also just blow you up.
I mean, I'm probably never going to finish them. They're just going to sit there in my arsenal as they have been for this long.
My nose is so runny. I don't know why. I don't feel
If
like I
your
have a
nose
cold.
is running, why don't you catch it?
Nah, it's going that way.
Oh my god, you got me. You got me.
Our humor.
That was painful, dude.
Good, I hope so.
Good to know you wish me well in that aspect.
Well, yeah.
Why don't you catch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is coming to Warframe?
Empyrean.
Yeah.
Yes!
Oh, Empyrean looks
I want
amazing.
my Empyrean.
I'm so excited!
Can you just not hide it?
Just can't hide
You
it.
guys having a name for your ship yet?
I'll probably name it after one of my ships in Elite Dangerous, which is the USS Derriere.
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 Nice. Are we talking like derriere as in like French for posterior?
No, as in Derry. Air.
Okay.
It's a pun.
Just because
Yeah.
derriere is literally French for
I know.
blood.
Yeah, that's the whole point. It's a
It's a
pun.
pun.
Now, I'm also a little dumb, so just in case people forgot.
I don't know what I would even. I don't know what I would call mine.
I had a ship.
I'll call mine the Milkman.
No, we're not starting that conversation again.
Why not? The Milkman returns.
The milkman shall not return. Not in this day and age.
Oh, not.
Because I don't want to exist in that nightmare.
Oh wow.
Not
It is a
anymore.
nightmare.
Wow, I wish
is
I'd
a
have known
nightmare.
that I'm on the top left on the actual stream.
Oh, hey, you're on the top left, like I explained. That I am the one.
You know, you only half explained it, dude.
You said you could see the preview.
Not in this day and age.
Well, it changed.
Wait, this is Oki, right?
Yes.
I have to wait until the video catches up.
Up is Oki. Above me
This way
is
should
Eric.
be fairly.
You're on the
This
top left,
is
like I
Asriel, and then
that
this
I
is
am
me.
the one. Oh my god.
I
Me.
think if I did that right. I'm not sure
I'm.
if I did that right.
I am to your left.
Fairly.
Yes.
Hey.
God damn it, another blood moon.
No, as. I don't know.
Now I'm
Anyway.
sad.
Wait until the video catches up.
Up is Oki.
I'll bloody your moon.
Is Eric.
You could do that.
You know what
I
I'm
would
worried about with
appreciate it.
Imperium?
What are you worried about?
I'm
The
worried that in order to build the dry dock, it's going to take like plastids or something, and it's some resource that we don't have in our clan.
Well, of course it's going to require plastids because everything requires an ungodly amount of plastids.
Yeah, can confirm.
True.
And I'm just worried that it turns out to be another Arcwing and everybody hates it, and it gets relegated to side missions that you don't really even have to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I
And
like
then-
Arcwing missions.
Well, I do too, but a lot of
You are
people
very much
hated
alone
it.
there, friend.
They're okay. Like, they're tolerable. But they
Certain
can be
ones are
better.
not. Like,
But considering this has been a huge update that we've been waiting for 2 years, I'm hoping it's not bad.
You and
But I like Arcwing
me
missions.
both.
me. I do too, but a lot of
You are
people.
very much alone.
Though they've been working on it for like 2 years to try and get it like up and running and like making sure that it's perfect, because Steve mentioned in one of his streams that they were having a lot of issues with the navigation, like the pinpoint. So, I mean, they've been working like really hard on it. So I really hope that it's really good, but we won't know until it's out.
I
Which
also hope it's
should
really
be
good
this
for
year.
them too, because this has been their dream for Warframe since they launched it. If it
Uh-huh.
fails, that would suck.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Like, and I don't want to wish that on those guys.
Well, I mean, just from the gameplay footage I've seen and what I know of other space games, the flight model looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It doesn't look as simulation-y as Elite Dangerous, but it doesn't look as arcadey as something like Everspace. So hopefully they get the right balance of what they want to do.
No, that's good.
Quite a bit.
So
I
yeah.
mean, I would certainly hope so. Yeah. I mean, it would suck if it was such a flop, but I mean, from what we've seen at TennoCon last year, TennoCon this year, as well as hints and stuff that Steve has put in his streams and, you know, stuff mentioned elsewhere, I really hope that it's good, it's a hit.
So do the rest of us.
Indeed.
Exactly.
Whoa, stream health is excellent.
Oh yeah, it's coming from me.
Let me just unwind this for you.
I didn't know how this thing worked.
I didn't know I was gonna flip you off.
So do the rest of us.
Oh man, that was an accident.
Sorry, in my culture, it's not all that bad. Excellent.
Oh yeah, it's coming from me.
Oh hey, Wukong Prime is coming up to an end.
Yep.
Finally.
That rework though, am I right?
That was a good rework.
Yeah.
I have no complaints about it. Like, I remember playing Wukong before the rework, and I was kind of like, yeah, he's alright. But I really couldn't get into him. But now with that rework, I actually really enjoy playing him.
Well, the only thing you really did with Wukong before the rework was hit Defy and hope you don't run out of energy before the same time as you die.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty much.
He just wasn't fun. I mean, there was nothing to do. You had to rely on your weapons if you wanted to do anything.
Yeah, it was a pretty boring, style of gameplay.
Yeah, I didn't play Wukong before the rework. I waited until the rework happened before I played him.
Yeah, I mean, I played before the rework simply because I was a fan of the lore of Sun Wukong and Sun Goku and all that. So, I mean, I trudged through it, which was easy.
I like how people still think that they skipped over Atlas to do Wukong Prime.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I thought at first too, but apparently it came out in China before Atlas did, and that's the schedule they worked with. So,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why he came out first instead of Atlas.
Yep,
Because like everywhere else but North America, Wukong came first.
pretty much.
Well, he was a Chinese exclusive there for a while, along with Zooj and Nick Condi.
Yep.
And then, because, got to appeal to the Chinese market, which I don't think they did. I think it still ended up just being rolled into the regular
I didn't know that.
Warframe, except for Excalibur and Blue Prime.
I don't mean to be a controversy person, but I don't know if you saw on Reddit, Oki, but there's a lot of China players on Warframe who are putting terrible reviews because they have China, Hong Kong, and Thailand as each different country when apparently they're all one. I don't know, it's a complicated situation, but like Warframe's just getting a lot of hate right now, then it's unnecessary.
I didn't know.
It was on Reddit a couple days ago, I want to say.
Get it.
Just kind of sucks because right now they're all out in Japan, you know. Well, Rebecca and Megan are. They're out in Japan trying to promote Warframe and stuff, and then this happens at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Tibet wants to be its own country. I'm just not sure if it is.
Yeah.
I
Like,
mean, so does
China's-
Quebec, but I mean,
And since Hong Kong's part of like China now, that's probably why they're like China itself or Hong Kong's probably one like who's fussing over it because they don't want to shift over to communism. So it is what it is.
The more
It's
you
not
know.
yeah, but it's like I don't know what the issue is, but it's like China, Hong Kong, and Thailand, I think, or something. They're like all one, but on the Warframe like like country list, they're separate, and I don't know what the issue is. I just never really know what the issue is, but I saw that, and it's just it just sucks that a game that people have invested hours into are just rating it bad just because of this one thing.
World politics.
Yeah, really.
Let's see.
Like on Reddit, it was like one of the reviews, and this guy had like 2,000 plus hours into it, and he's like, "Oh, I hate how this game has this and this, and it should be countries and regions and not just countries." And I was like, "Okay,
That sounds very asshole-ish.
yeah, really.
Don't be an asshole, kids.
Don't be an a-hole.
No one
Don't
likes
do
assholes.
drugs.
Don't do those either.
Go to school."
Do drugs. I mean,
Get educated.
I don't do drugs.
I mean, or don't. You know, I'm not your mom, but like,
No, you don't have a vagina, so you can't be a mom.
thank you for clarifying that for everybody that
Okay, yeah.
have the women's genitalia.
Warframe China was shut down in 2017. So yeah. I mean, you can still play the English client or the Japanese client. I'm sure there's localization, but there is no like standalone Chinese version of Warcraft or Warframe anymore.
Let me go see if I can find that Reddit post real quick.
People, I mean, there were a bunch of like Chinese exclusive weapons that never made it to the U.S. Like I think there was a polearm, and yeah, there was a polearm. Plus Carmine Penta, which is a red variant of the Penta with over double the fire rate and double magazine capacity compared to the original. There
Wait,
was,
what?
yeah, a Penta with 10 rounds. Who'd have thought?
They made a good Pinta?
Wow.
I wouldn't call it good.
Okay, they made a
But it was
better
different.
Pinta?
I mean, you can only
There
call
you
it
go.
turn so much. They also made Charisma Machete, which stats-wise is completely identical to the regular machete. And as a result, an objective downgrade to the Machete Wraith. And they also made Cadus, which is the only like actual unique weapon. It was an electrical staff that can use staff stances. Interestingly enough, this weapon currently exists in our version of Warframe, but cannot be obtained. It's found wielded by the Trinity Spectre on the Mars to Ceres junction. Huh. Interesting. Two of them. What?
I think I have found it. I don't think this is the one that I like, but this is a big, huge, long explanation of basically what happened.
It's found wielded by the Trinity Spectre on the Mars to Ceres junction. You going to share it?
Yeah, I was just going through to make sure that was it. Yep. There you go. That's not the one that I saw, but that's a huge explanation of what happened.
403 error. The crest.
Yeah,
English.
the
Request could
crash.
not be satisfied.
Hello, G.
Oh wow. It could not be satisfied.
Apparently not.
Story of his life, I swear.
I can never be satisfied.
No, you can never do
No,
it.
that's a screenshot and the thing.
Eh?
It's a screenshot of the post.
Where did you share it to?
That is,
Oh wow.
just click the post.
Is it through Discord?
Yeah.
I can't see it
I
right now.
exist to give you a hard time, hey?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I know you
If
do.
you if Caitlin wants to send me the thing through Skype, I would appreciate it.
That's a screenshot and the thing.
Skip it.
Da, 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 da.
Through
Stream.
Skype. It's a screenshot.
Alright, that's how I'm doing it.
Wow, the stream's current bit rate is higher than the recommended bit rate. Wow.
Holy.
You know, if you bump the resolution up to 1920 by 1080, it might help.
I can't see it right now.
Just saying.
Oh my
Because
god,
then
he
we'll
acts.
do 1080p in this shit.
He acts like I know how to fucking do this.
Do you see where I just
Don't
like
you?
freaked out on? Never mind.
Where did my stone go?
Okay, so
Hmm.
video.
Didn't sell that. There it is.
Give me a hot second.
One Mississippi.
But
Was that
it
enough
looks
for you?
Okay, so
like all the back.
okay, all the outputs are turned off now.
Tiny.
Pause for a second, guys.
Wow.
Is it back up?
Loading.
No, it was display capture. That's right.
Yeah, that's it. Don't knock it over.
I almost knocked over Clem.
Don't knock over Clem. He doesn't
Clem's fine.
deserve it.
Alrighty.
Clem is okay.
Let's see if that fixed it. And we're live again.
And we're live again.
And y'all don't look any better on my side.
Don't knock it over. Oh, it caught me picking my nose.
Unfortunate.
Good.
That's
Now I
great.
slapped myself. Okay, so now it's entirely based off what you all are transmitting to me.
Oh, okay. In other words, still shitty for me.
Alrighty.
Yeah, probably not much better for me.
Let's see if that fixed it. And we're live again.
I can't find the original post that I saw, but the one that I sent was a pretty big
I'll be right back.
explanation.
You don't have to pause the stream or anything. Just go on without me. I'll be right back.
Can do. Already doing it. Okay, that is a fucking huge. Oh my dear God. So this is. This is a huge document this guy wrote. Oh my word. That is a fucking huge. Oh my dear god. So this is. Yeah, he wrote a book for that.
Yeah.
This is a
Oh yeah.
huge document this guy wrote. Oh my word. Okay. Well, now that our illustrious leader is back,
Yeah.
I
I'm
wasn't
not the
talking about
leader.
you.
Well,
Not
now
the
I'm
leader.
sad again.
Ha ha ha. Good, as you should
Okay.
be.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
look at
he
that.
wrote a
There's a
book
thing on
for
the wall.
A fly on the
What
wall?
thing on the wall?
No, the thing. It's loading. Oh,
So,
now we gotta get the bit rate up to 4,500 kilobits per second.
oh dear God, Michael.
Well, big
4,500
resolution. Yeah, 4,500. Sorry.
We gotta make this
Okay,
perfect.
it's up there.
It's just what YouTube's telling me to do. Okay, I can't help it.
I'm following your instructions. I've done. It's only taking 2% of my CPU to transmit this, so.
Well, we need to take all of it, so bump it up to 4K.
I did. Now it's taking almost 3% of my CPU.
Good. I hope it does.
Really?
You don't deserve an X to that CPU.
Oh my god. 4,500?
God, you guys are just so mean today.
I know, right? Okay. It's up there.
Something.
You know what we should do? Next time we do this, we should all be wearing our Frozen Crusade
It's only
shirt.
taking 2% of my CPU to transmit this, so.
I know, you're wearing yours. Mine's in the laundry. Because I wore it.
Because you're
Azrael's doing bits.
disgusting.
I'm sorry!
Really?
Have his wife on. She could be the model.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's prettier than the rest of us.
Eh,
That's debatable.
wasn't paying attention. What's going on?
I said that's debatable.
Ah,
Don't make me throw the book at you.
Don't make me throw a mouse pad at you.
Dude,
yeah.
I don't want
Won't be
her
the
to throw
first
the
time.
book at me because it's not going to be any light ass book.
Don't make me throw the lock at you.
I'm still more afraid of my wife throwing a veterinarian handbook at me.
Yeah, I'd be afraid
Don't
of that
make
too, to
me
be honest.
slap you with a book.
Don't make me wand you.
Don't make me.
Oh,
That
shit.
just sounds awkward.
Oh shit! Don't want you.
Alrighty, guys. So we are traveling.
We're getting on a bit of a tangent here.
Okay.
So
What's wrong with the
Back
tangent?
to Warframe. Mirage Prime is getting bolted. What are your thoughts on Mirage Prime?
Mirage Prime
I
can go
enjoy
fuck
Mirage.
herself.
I'm not a big
Okay.
fan of Mirage Prime. Then
I
again, I'm
like
not
the
a big
look
fan
of
of
Mirage
Mirage.
Prime. But,
The look of Mirage Prime is a lot better than Mirage.
oh
Yes,
yeah, absolutely.
totally. I'm currently playing Mirage Prime after putting her off for a while. I never really liked Mirage. I wasn't a huge fan, so
I don't mind her.
that's why I held off doing her Prime for so long. Like, I got her Prime, I don't know, ages ago.
And we've lost Yoki. Mirage Prime can go fuck herself.
Now he's back.
What? Sometimes I just gotta turn off my webcam for a minute, okay?
And she came with Akbolto Prime and Kogake Prime.
Yep.
Yep.
There's basically nothing in that Prime Access that I was a big fan of.
Yeah. I've finished using up. I've used Kogake Prime and Akbolta Prime. I don't really care for either.
I've been trying to farm Kogake Prime. I only need one part left, and it's a Lith, I think it's like a Lith Gold Drop or something, and it's difficult. But I have Akbolto Prime, and I quite enjoyed my Akbolto Prime, but I would not have paid for her access. At all. I am very tempted to buy the Wukong Prime
You
access,
should do it
though.
before it goes away.
Yeah, I'm still debating whether it's worth it. 'Cause, like, I was gonna get the accessories pack because I can farm weapons and his, you know, I can farm his prime and like his weapons and stuff. but I can't farm the accessories, so
It worked.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
happy.
I can take this off everything.
the accessories pack is well worth it though. It comes with a 90-day affinity booster and a 90-day credit booster.
Yep,
That
all the
alone
Prime
is
Access
worth
packs
$50.
comes with those, I should say. Plus, it comes with 1200 plat.
You should
Yeah, that's true.
That's always nice.
But yeah, I think it comes with a signed Donna and
Comes with like a Kubro set, Kubro breeding set.
yeah, plus a ephemera, some kind of void energy ephemera, which is pretty cool looking.
Oh, I probably will get it now just because of that ephemera.
Hey, I mean, it's an exclusive ephemera you can't get anywhere else.
True, but I missed the last exclusive ephemera.
Yeah, the one from the intermission.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get that one. I didn't care for it.
Everybody get that. Everybody told me you were gonna be able to get it, so I was like, oh no, I'm fine. I won't get it. I'll just get the Gamma color palette. And no, I can't get it now.
Yeah, they said it wasn't going to be exclusive to that intermission, but they haven't said where it's going to come out at. Like, I think at one point they said it was going to drop from the Tridolons, but they had to go back and rethink it, I think, because it was going to be too much like other boss drop ephemeras where the drop rate is way too fucking low for it to be of any use.
Yeah.
The ones you get from Exploiter, or not, yeah, Exploiter.
Yeah, but that's the Frozen, or I don't know, it's like the Frost one. Yeah, I want to get that for my Frost.
Really? I
Like,
thought
I'm
you wanted
gonna
it for your
get it.
Ember.
You know, there would be someone who would do that, and it would probably be me.
I'll do it. If I
I'd
ever
do
get
I
it, yeah,
just
I'll do
got
it.
the what's it called? It's like the blood one, where like you're dripping in blood. I got that from arbitrations the other day.
I really don't like that one.
I want that for Garuda.
Yeah, I bought it because I figured I'd be able to put it on somebody.
That along with the sigil, the bloody sigil, that'd be perfect.
True. Oh yeah, arbitration's got a rework. Speaking of arbitrations, I played arbitrations since. It's super easy to get Vitus Essence now, though they've compensated the market price though. Like when you go to the guy in Arbiter's Hexus and you go and buy your stuff from him, all of his prices have gone up at least 5% Vitus Essence.
Makes sense.
So, well, it's easier to get. It also takes you a lot more now to get some of them. The sigil hasn't changed. I think the sigil is still 5. Actually, I think before it was 1. Anyways, it's 5. It's not that bad. Yeah, and everything else is like pretty much 20 to 30 as a standard. Whatchamacallit? The emote for arbitrations, that one is 75 Vitus Essence, I think. It's like ridiculous.
Which one is, which emote's that?
I think it's like, I don't know, like the image is like them doing like the X thing, but I think it's like, I think it's them kneeling, but it's basically like the, arbitration. Not sure. I'm not interested in the emote, so I haven't really paid attention. But it's going to be a lot easier to grind the arc gun ribbons, so that's going to be nice because they're only 35. And that's kind of the average price of everything in the shop now. So it's going to be pretty easy to farm the arc gun ribbons.
It would seem that the Eye of Cthulhu has awoken. That's not great.
Eye of Cthulhu! That's not what we're talking about!
I'm
God!
sidetracked.
Yeah, arbitration's rework is, so far it's pretty good, though they've fixed... Basically, Vitus Essence drops more often. So basically, I did 20 or 25 rounds, and I got like 15, I think, Vitus Essence, something like that. So that was nice. They also made it so that you get a reward every 5 rounds instead of every 10. You can also leave after 5 rounds, but they changed the reward rotation so that it's A, B, B, C, 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 C continuous. So you actually have to stay until 25, 30 rounds before you actually get any of the C rotation stuff. So there's some pros, there's some cons. Though I guess before you had to stay for 30 rounds anyway. Actually, yeah, you would have had to stay for 30 rounds. So I guess you're getting more rewards, I suppose, now.
I actually didn't know that Arbiters of Hexes had a merchant, so I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, it's beside as soon as you walk in, there's like one that takes the mark things. I don't know what they call them. And then the other guy is for arbitrations, and he gives out rewards, but you have to pay Vitus Essence for it. There's the Atomos skin.
Oh, I need that.
Of course you would.
You can buy that
I would.
from him. I think it's like 20 or pretty much everything is 20 to 30 now in the market.
Alrighty.
But yeah, I got the ephemera the other day, so that looks cool. No, I can't make it because it needs Garuda systems and I don't have solar plates. As per usual. I never have solar plates.
Interesting.
Yeah. No, you know what ephemera I want? I want the one dropped from Exploiter Org. Like, we literally got everything else rare from Exploiter Org, but the ephemera.
That's new stock, I got literally every drop you can get in stock except war.
I finally got more! I
Yay!
can't build it though, because I don't have another broken war.
You have to sacrifice the broken war you have.
Interesting.
But I put formulas on the planet. You know what ephemera I want? I want the one dropped from Exploiter Org. Like, we literally
It's
got
easy to put
everything
formulas
else
on things,
rare
you know.
from Exploiter Org. No, the ephemera.
Yeah. That's new stock, I got literally every drop.
Rank them up, put a form on it, rank it up again, put another form on it.
Yeah. Why would I do that when I've already done it?
Yeah. Why would I do that?
You friends, just let you know how it is.
Yeah, fairy fair lol.
Okay, well, that's not very nice. You don't gotta be like that.
Yeah, how dare you?
Anyway,
Indeed.
yeah, it's been about an hour. You guys want to go
I've
ahead and call it a day?
Broken your all's audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, let's call it a day.
Yeah, I need to go to bed.
No, you don't. Sleeping is for the weak.
Yeah, losers sleep.
Only losers go to sleep.
Look,
That's cool, kids.
Yeah, and all
Then
day.
complain that you're so tired.
I don't complain.
Yeah, you don't. She does.
Oh yeah, totally, all the time.
You don't have to hear it all the time.
No, I don't.
Okay, what I complain about is when I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go nap, and you wake me up every half hour.
I wake you up every half hour because we usually have something to do within the half hour. Because you decide to go and take a nap an hour before you have to do something. And when you say nap, you mean sleep.
No.
Wow. I don't complain.
Anyway, yeah, you don't. It's not she does.
Oh yeah, totally. Not important at all.
Not important enough to hear it all the time.
So yeah, this has been pretty fun.
Okay, what I complain about better is when I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go nap, and you wake me up every
Better
half
quality.
hour.
I wake
Hopefully.
up every half hour because we
Yeah,
usually
that's
have
the goal.
something to do within the half hour.
We'll get it
Because
figured
you decide
out.
to go and take a nap an hour before you have to do something. And when you say nap, you mean
joining us.
sleep. We hope you enjoyed it.
No.
Wow. I
So,
don't even believe
anyway, yeah, you don't.
Okay,
It's
next
not
time,
you
guys.
guys.
Oh, yeah.
See
No,
ya.
I am
Bye.
See ya.
You said
Not
we were
important
ending.
enough
Bye.
to hear it all the time.
Yeah, this has been very fun.
Okay. When I complain about better topics to talk about right now, and you wake me up every
Better
half